Let me tell y'all how I got set up and played in Paris, Texas. So when I put Demetrius on child support and I had the hearing over the phone when I worked at WePack, the hearing over the phone with Virginia is when Gary introduced himself to me and Niz and Chris shortly after that. Now, my sister's like screaming at me through text like, your kids have lice. Come get your kids. And I never, like, you need to leave work now. Your kids have lice. I've never seen somebody flip over lice before like that unless she meant it subliminally. So these people were set up to come into my life to say that I did things that I didn't do. Well, this is how they did it. I had Cash App and they knew I got a settlement because of my car from Wells Fargo. So they knew I had money. They knew I had the ability to keep my kids. And so instead of being able to make me broke, they made me look like a drug addict. So what they would do is they asked for money for their bills. They asked for electricity and beer and cigarettes, and little did I know these people were like sold drugs. Like, they didn't disclose that information to me. I specifically even asked Gary Timms, like, what do you have on your record? Speeding tickets? Like, that's all he said, ever. It was always a setup. Everything was a setup with them. So through Cash App, I would send them money for beer, cigarettes, pay their electricity bill, pay their phone bill. I had the money, I'm giving, I'm loving, and I would loan them money, right? Well, the day I asked for it back from Chris and Niz, we got into a huge argument. And he's like, man, all you ever do is ask for money, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but I loaned you money that you were supposed to pay back. And it wasn't even that big of a deal because I still had money, but it was the principle. It's like, if you wanted it, you should have just said, hey, can I have money? Not can I borrow money to pay my bills? Well, it was all sent through Cash App. And one day I was sent $500, which I think was from Alan Long because Alan loves the Chargers, a sports team. And it had a Chargers symbol on it. And $500 was sent to me. Now, it's not my money. I could have kept it, but I sent it back to whoever it was. I'm thinking it was an anonymous Alan Long. Well, then that person sent me $50 back. And I took the kids to dinner at Lalo's. I think it was called Lalo's, where they had like the green salsa and stuff. I took them out to eat because we got a free dinner. So every transaction that was sent through Cash App was completely innocent, and it was set up by specific people asking for specific things and then not telling you what it was for. And then them having a history of drugs, but me never having a history of selling, buying drugs like that. My mom introduced me to meth, okay? She was my supplier, my own mother, okay? And Justin, like, I would, long time ago, over 10 years ago, I don't do that crap anymore. And I don't have to buy anything from people I'm literally doing drugs with. I don't do drugs. Do you understand that? Like, how many times do I have to say this? It was all a setup to take my kids because I put Demetrius on child support. Ever since that, people were literally banging on my doors, kicking me out of places, jumping me, trying to fight me, making me look bad in front of the cops, trying to ruin my career. And then on top of that, they found the only way that they could discredit me and make me look like a drug addict because I had too much money in my pocket to take care of my kids at the time and get a good lawyer.